called to hear our very, very special guest tonight. So I'm going to make sure that Eava has had a chance to hit the recording.
Yes, I did. I actually remembered.
All right, let's just go ahead and jump in. Welcome, everyone. It is our Tuesday night, terrific Tuesday night call. My name is Tammy Maltby. I co-host this with the amazing Eava Baca Currence. We are former LIMU, now ARIIX, under the House of Brands. And we are so thrilled that for the next few minutes, you've taken some time to hear about an opportunity that we believe is not just informational, it's truly, we believe, transformational. And if someone has invited you onto this Zoom tonight, it's because they believe there's something for you to take a look at, something that may change the trajectory of how you see your life, where you're at today, where you see your future, and how are you going to get there. Tonight, when we jump into this call, I want to ask you a question. I want to propose a question to you, and I want your mind to wander there and think on it. If you could be anywhere in your life right now today, financially and with time, are you there? Are you at a place that you want to be? And if you are, congratulations. I am so happy for you. I am thrilled for you because that is the dream for most of us, to have time freedom and financial freedom. But if you are like I was 6.5 years ago, that wasn't my story. I was looking for more financial freedom, and I certainly was looking for more time freedom. A good friend of mine, Tom Davis, he ran a nonprofit for Russian orphans. And if some of you know my story, you know I have 2 internationally adopted children. I have a Russian daughter, a Korean-born son, and 2 the old-fashioned way. And we both had Russian daughters. And so he came to me one day and he said, I think there's an opportunity you need to take a look at. And I jumped in. I looked at it and I had no background in this. So if you have no background in this, you are in a very good place, because I had no background in this. And within a very short period of time, I replaced my full-time income. I doubled my full-time income. I tripled my full-time income. And I started on a path to be debt-free and financially free. And so I encourage you tonight, where is your dream? What is your heart longing for? More time freedom? More financial freedom, maybe a better community? Well, I think you are on the right Zoom tonight. So thank the person that invited you, because we are now going to introduce you to the person that really is going to rock your world and the opportunity that he's going to share about tonight. So I want to share a little bit about what, oh, Eava has got some pictures here. Hey, Eava, can you not screen share for justice? Oh, there. Okay, that's the picture I wanted.
That's where I want to stop. Okay, come back.
Okay.
That one's better.
There we go. Did it.
There you go. So let me just introduce this gentleman to you. For Eava, don't go so quick on the pictures. I can't talk about that.
It's going on. It has a mind of its own.
It's going by itself. Okay. This is Mr. Brent Willis. He is the CEO and director of New Age Inc. Now with ARIIX under the House of Brands. He is our new CEO, and we are so thrilled to have him. He has run 16 different companies. I looked a little bit about him online, and this is what I found. He's run 16 different companies. He is a very purpose-driven person. He has an MBA from the University of Chicago. He is an undergraduate from West Point. My husband, actually, by the way, was a professor over at the Air Force Academy for about 9 years. He was a U.S. Army captain. Thank you so much, sir, for your service. He speaks 5 languages, something of that nature. He's lived in so many different countries. He was born in Rhodesia, which is Zimbabwe now. He is married, so now you can show the married picture.
Well, I'm getting there.
He is married.
I tried a new program.
Okay, Eava, let's see. These are some pictures
There we go.
There he is, his lovely, beautiful wife. Now listen to this, you guys. This is one thing I love about this man. He has count them, 5 daughters. And the youngest one is 2 years old. And I just want to give it up for a man that is 60 years old with a 2-year-old. That is pretty extraordinary. Look at these beautiful, beautiful daughters.
Tammy, God is teaching me a lesson for still giving me babies at this age.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's the truth. Thank you, Eva. You can stop the screen share on that if you would. And I'll tell you, Brent, I am so honored to have you on our Zoom tonight. Thank you so much. I see that you're in Hawaii.
I wish, like Utah part of Hawaii.
Like the Utah part of Hawaii, exactly. So you are obviously a very accomplished man. You've done a lot in your life. One of the things that I've noted about you that I really love, and every time I've been watched you or listened to you, it's how very, very brilliant you are, but how very humble you are. And it's a beautiful combination to have brilliance and humility together in a CEO of any company. And you certainly have that. I know you have patience because you have 5 daughters. Right?
A few less brain cells, a few more gray hairs too.
I know, which is so incredibly awesome. One of the things that you're known to say is that our company, New Age, is to educate and inspire the planet to live more healthy. And I love that hashtag, but there's so many things. I've got notes. I wrote notes, but there's so many things that I could talk to you about tonight. But you have all of these amazing, beautiful people that have jumped on tonight. Some of them may have heard of the merge between ARIIX and New Age, and some may not. Some may not know who you are or where you came from. And what your passion is to see this company exceed in sales. And I'm gonna let you talk about that because you're the expert, not me. But so jump in, tell us a little bit about yourself and where you see this incredible merge and where you see the future.
Well, you keep asking me questions, whatever you want, Tammy or Eva, so, but I will tell you, look, it doesn't matter about all of those accomplishments in the past. That's just the past. It's just paper. It's just history. It's like driving a car looking in the rear view mirror. And that's, I don't know, I drive a Jetta, right? You said I was humble. You're right. My wife makes me drive a dang Jetta. But I drive the car looking through the windshield. And when I look through that windshield of our company, I see kind of a wide open road. And even though it's a Jetta, you could put the pedal to the metal on that baby because we are just going to go. And guess what? We can't fit all of us in the Jetta, but I promise we can fit more in the Jetta and we can get more cars because I'm only going to make one commitment to everybody. And that is, you guys are first. I work for you, and we are going to be enormously successful. You could argue we're successful already. In truth, we're the fastest growing company in direct selling. We're the fastest growing beverage company in the world. But that again is rear view mirror stuff. What you guys don't know is like Tammy said, tonight is potentially an opportunity for you. But Evan, Tammy, I'd argue it's an opportunity for you guys too, for everybody on the call. And here's what I mean. If you had a chance, Tammy, let me ask you a question. Now I'm gonna ask this of Anthony. Anthony, if you had a chance to be one of the initial shareholders of Walmart or Apple, and you didn't even have to buy shares, they would give you shares, would you take them? Would you want to be in on the ground floor of owning Walmart?
Definitely, definitely. No
And
question.
if he doesn't take them, I will.
Yeah, I'll take them. If you don't want them, I want them. Guess what, guys? This is that ground floor opportunity just like that. And I don't know if we'll be as successful as those companies, but I tell you, every single company in this industry right now is scared about us. They're all asking, who are those guys? What are they doing? How are they doing it? The top two companies, we're only the 20th largest now, right? But the top two companies in this industry, the CEOs were asking our analysts for information on us. How do they do that? Who are they? And you know what I said to them? I said, tell them everything, but tell them we're coming for them.
I love it. Awesome.
So,
You know, and I find it interesting because most CEOs, first of all, would not get on a call like this, and they would not let us see all of their children. And there's something about following a leader who, there are leaders who lead from the top, and then there are leaders who say, do what I tell you. And then there are leaders that say, let's do it together. And that's what impressed me the first time we met. You said, you know, follow me, and if you need help, I'll carry you if I need to. And it wasn't like, because you're not doing your job, but let's do it together. And I took a quote, we all took notes, Tammy and I. If you're West Point football, you run the wishbone offense. Now, I know what a wishbone offense is. And I also know that everybody says you cannot win with the wishbone offense. But, you know, tell that to the Army. Tell that to the Heisman Trophy winner, Tim Tebow. You have a way of leading that is, I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm going to get in the trenches with you. And that has done well. So are you going to get in the trenches with us again?
I'm not just going to get in the trenches. I'm going to dig the trench for you. I'm going to spill the blood in the same mud. And, you know, they teach you, you know, let me tell you, if you go to West Point, it really sucks.
Yes.
It's, you know, Tammy knows, it's not like the Air Force Academy where if you drive by slowly, they'll just hand you out a diploma.
Oh, stop. I knew it. You had to say it.
You know, it ain't like that glorified dang high school, let me tell you. This place was no fun. And what they teach you there is they teach you to be a servant leader, which I love because I see the same thing in Tammy. I see the same thing in all of you. And it is a great thing about our company is we can all be servant leaders for others, and it comes back to us, right? And they teach you, you're only allowed to speak when spoken to there. Picture that. You're only allowed to talk when an upperclassman talks to you. And when you respond, you get to respond with one of four things. Yes, sir. No, sir. Sir, I do not understand, or no excuse, sir. And what they're trying to inculcate in you is this idea that there is no excuse for not accomplishing the mission. And in the military, people's lives depend on you doing what you say you're going to do. But I think in business, it's no different. People's lives don't necessarily depend upon it, but people's livelihoods do. They put their trust in you. They put their confidence in you. You invest your time, just like everybody tonight is investing their time. This is your livelihood, and we take it so seriously, which is why we've structured this company, not just as Eava said, to be purpose-driven, to inspire and educate the planet to live healthy, but to be generous, to share all of that growth with everybody where we can all be shareholders on this ground floor, right? We're the only company in the industry that does it. And I tell you, I've met so many people from Lee Moose and the Razors and even young John, and you know, confident guy and capable guy though, right? All the people at ARIIX, and let me tell you, they're good people. They're value centric. They're about integrity. They're about serving others. And the combination of all of these peeps, all of these skill sets, all of this, I don't know what to say. Guys, we got game. All of this game that we got is gonna be just extraordinary. So it does come down to it doesn't come down to strategy. It doesn't come down to action plans. It doesn't come down to financial strength. Yes, all of those things are important. It comes down to one thing, and that is our own mindset, because we can do anything we want. And I'm living proof. I started at a small little beer company in Belgium that for 650 years, nobody had ever heard of. For 650 years, that's a long time, right? 3 years later, we had added 50 billion in revenue, and we were the world's largest beer company because we played our own game. We figured out what was that game, and we just crushed everybody's coconuts. So we're going to do the same thing here. And just like you said, we're going to get to the top of the mountain. But if you get to the top of the mountain and you lead from the top, you'll probably get there by yourself. You probably get there, but who cares? You're alone. You're not a leader. You're just a hiker. And there's a big difference between a hiker and a leader. A leader will take everybody with them, and that is my commitment to you. You're coming with me. I'll coach you. I'll lead you. I'll encourage you. I'll switch you if I have to. But you are coming with me even if I have to carry you, because the opportunity for you guys, whether you see it, whether you know it, whether you believe it yet or not, it is life-changing for everybody. And it's great people to be around, and it's going to be fun too. So
we're already having
I am
fun.
unapologetic about how excited I am to serve every one of you.
Oh, and we so feel that and sense that, and really that is the alpha and omega of leadership, and is servanthood. One of the things that we get a lot of questions about is how is it that our projected growth is so enormous? Just a few months ago, we were at 230 million, and now we're twice that, projected to be even twice that. And we're acquiring
Not
more.
Twice, 10 times, Tammy, sorry.
I appreciate that correction. That's a good correction, 10 times. And
that's a walk in the park. Do you know how much our company, so I was teasing Mark Wilson today, because he and I were meeting with a bunch of some senior leaders that wanted to come into the company from another company. And we said, we're pretty humble guys. And then Mark and I are being really competitive with each other because we just like to have fun. And I said, Mark, ARIIX grew from 0 to 230 million in 9 years. And on the new age side, we went from 0 to 260 million in 4, just twice as fast as Mark Wilson. So, he didn't like that.
Poor Mark. Poor Mark.
Oh, he didn't like that at all. But not that it's a contest, but it's totally a contest, let me tell you. But guess what? In combination, we're now about 550 million in revenue. If we're lucky this year, we'll get to 600. But our target is 2.4 billion. The new age side has grown more than, we've grown more than 100 times in 4 years, more than 10,000%. So we just want to grow. Is that possible? Of course not. That's unrealistic. Nobody would ever say you can grow from an idea 10,000%, 100 times in 4 years. Nobody would have ever believed it for ARIIX or for New Age. But guess what? Now we're going to get to 2.4 billion. Is it possible to grow 10 times from where we are today in the next 3 years? Is that possible? What do you guys think?
Yes.
We just grew 100 times in 4 years. Can we grow 10 times in 3? Duh.
Of course.
It's called math, exponential growth.
Yeah.
Well, one of the
But we got the plan. We got the plan. We got the vision. And we got the peeps.
One of the things that we keep getting as leaders is one of the questions people have, if we're growing that quickly, you have made it a point to say that, you know, that the field comes first. And so people have questions. We have a noni that you're bringing in. We have the CBD oils that you're bringing in. I mean, we're bringing Fucoidan and OTC sports branded products to market. How is that distribution channel going to change? What is that going to look like? Because in the past, companies, when they get that big and grow that fast, have a tendency to forget about the field.
Yeah,
and I think that's the biggest question.
I love your question. And we say we're an omni-channel company, right? Sometimes when people hear that, they get a little bit nervous because they don't know what that means.
Right.
But even though I'm an Army guy, I am a nuclear engineer and did business school at Chicago and economics and quant. But you know what all that means? It just means I'm not stupid. And guess if you ever took our products and you offered those products to another channel or traditional retail, guess what that qualifies as? That qualifies as not just stupid, that qualifies as, I don't even know the word, but worse than stupid. And guess what? It would be a violation of the Bill of Rights.
Right.
So one of the things that was, you know, when we did this merger with Fred, here's how it happened. There was a phone call, and then Mark, myself, Greg Gould, our CFO, and Fred met in Bountiful in the ARIIX office. 30 minutes later, 2 minutes later, I knew we were going to do this merger. 30 minutes later, the whole deal was done. That easy, because we have the same philosophies of put the field first, never undermine them, give them tools, give them more products. So it's absolutely the complete opposite. We'll never do stupid stuff, right? Or, you know, Richard and Anthony, all these guys on the call, they're going to shoot me, and they'll be in line behind you guys, right? And I'd shoot myself to put myself out of my misery because it'd just be idiotic, right? So what omni-channel means is we are going to provide new revenue streams for you guys from other channels on other products that are exclusive to those channels. So you'll get access to Noni in the direct selling channel. You'll get access to Limu in the direct selling channel. You get access to Slenderize and Nutrify and all of the products in the direct selling channel. And we will never, ever, ever, over my dead body, sell those products in another channel. However, we have other brands. We own the Marley brand. We own Zing Tea in Colorado that I know you guys love in Colorado Springs. We own Evian, we own Volvic, we own Nestea, and guess what? If we could allow you to sell those things or get an affiliate revenue from e-commerce from those things, would you take that extra 20 bucks a case or 10 bucks a case? Dang right you would. It's free new money, right?
Yes.
Or that exclusive channel, right? So we want to provide, what omni-channel means is provide new revenue streams for all of our IPCs and reps and affiliates that we serve. That's all it means, but it never means cross-channel selling a brand, which is just stupid. Does that answer your question?
Yes, and that was exactly, this was my question, that so many people really don't know what omni-channel means. Like they hear that term, but they don't really know how it applies to our business. And so I think you answered that beautifully.
Yeah, the simple answer, I'd put it a different way. Omni-channel means more bank for you guys.
I like that. More exposure, more opportunity. And so what do we have coming here in the near future? I know that there's some new companies that are going to be merged into our company now and into New Age ARIIX. So can you give us?
We bought another one that we can't talk about because we're public, but we bought another one this last week too.
Awesome.
Okay, come on, Brent. We won't tell anyone.
Anybody.
Doesn't work like that, because if I tell you, I'm going to jail, right? So,
And so are we, quite frankly.
yeah, so.
That's
Now,
not
unfortunately, in these roles as CEO, especially as CEO of a public company, right? You have to serve everybody, right? And you have to keep your nose so clean and follow all of these rules. So I can be myself with you guys tonight, but you know, it's so structured, so dangerous, which is why I don't do a lot of tweeting. I don't do a lot of social media, just because it's too risky out there to cross the line unintentionally with the Securities and Exchange Commission and stuff. So I really know the rules. When we've structured this public company so well to benefit everybody, that I will never even get close to a gray area that will jeopardize that, because what that means is it jeopardizes all of the financial upside for all of us, right? So if we are all earning stock today at $2, and 3 years from now our stock is more than $50, that's generational wealth for everybody, right? And that is way more than commissions. It should be 90% more than any commissions you earn in those next 3 years. You really want the stock, let me tell you. So I just don't mess around on it, because I am precise on everything that I have to do as a public company CEO. As boring as that is, I know how to do it. I play the role. I do what I have to, and I never put anything at risk in that.
so. Thank you so much for your time. And we told
I didn't answer your question though, Tammy. I have to tell you what's coming.
Yes, please.
Yes.
That's what I was going to say.
First off,
But tell us what's coming. Give us.
bunch more new products, right? So we're integrating all the companies pretty soon. And I don't know if it's in 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. You'll have access to selling every one of the family of products, whether it's the Shannon cosmetics, whether it's Mavi, whether it's Limu, whether it's Zenoa, or whether it's Noni, right? And they've got some fantastic skincare that comes out of Tahiti, made in Switzerland and Japan. They got some great color made in Milano. They've got just a whole host of products, and a number of products developed by the US military for like hearing health, for cardiovascular health, with patents, with human trials and cooperative research studies that you can make claims on, right? For diabetes elimination, all natural too. And we have the patents on this stuff. So it's amazing stuff. So I'm excited about all of those products coming, but we're also launching our immunity shot. So we have all these patents on immunity that increase the lymphocytes in your body by 50%. Those are the killer cells that kill off cancer cells or any kind of virus cells. And it's done and tested and developed by the US government. So we have it, and it's natural, and it's self-care. It isn't healthcare, it's self-care. And the shiz works. So I really, really like it. And that's the best thing that we can do to protect ourselves and our families, is increase our baseline levels of immunity. So if you're drinking soft drinks or diet soft drinks, you should stop, and you should stop now. As a former president of Coca-Cola, I know how bad all of those products are for you. If you're smoking, you should stop now. If you like McDonald's, you should stop now. If you like Ben and Jerry's, that's fine. So
I was like, wait a minute.
We don't cross the line there. We don't cross the line with ice cream, right? But you guys should know, never to be repeated beyond this group, but I actually hold a world record in ice cream eating, 1.5 gallons in 5 minutes.
Wow.
Ice cream, let me tell you, right? So I'm not giving up the Ben and Jerry's, but the other stuff is just not good for you guys. So look, you have all of these new products coming, all of these incremental social selling tools. On the AOR program, you're going to be able to get access to buy stock and use those points for stock. You're going to get access to more swag and cool, New Age and Limu and all of our brand stuff, in addition to the other stuff that's on there. So it's just a million things coming. So just be a little bit patient with us, but recognize we serve you. We work for you, and we're going to do whatever we have to win together.
That's so awesome. The projection date of this, you said right at the top. Can you say that again? Did you say 2 to 3 to 4 months? We're going to see some of these products availability for us?
That's my expectation. Unfortunately, as the CEO, they make the rest of the guys make the decision, right? Our commitment is to get them as soon as possible, right? As soon as you guys want them. And the products sell, the products work, the products are really good for you. And that is what is common about Limu and Zenoa and Noni by New Age. We share this commitment to unabashedly uncompromising, healthy products that are actually really good for you. So if you think Deanna or Dr. Ginger are fanatical about healthy products, we're worse. We're worse in terms of quality of everything that we do, right? So that's why Deanna and I get along so well, because we're both kind of crazy.
It's so awesome. It's so exciting. I don't know if anybody else feels the tsunami coming in, but I feel it. And that is the word of the year, tsunami. And it's coming in, and it's an opportunity for everyone. So Brent, thanks so much for taking your time tonight to share, cast the vision for us, give us a little bit of juice, the good stuff that you can at least give to us. We are a beverage company, So it's so awesome. And thank you so much for your time. We look forward to seeing everyone in Salt Lake City mid-September. There's going to be a big event.
Fort Worth.
I'm sorry, what did I say?
Y'all got the wrong city, girl.
Don't be flying to Salt Lake City.
Fort Worth is better barbecue, Tammy, let me tell you. So
Tammy doesn't do barbecue, but I'll do barbecue with you.
Okay.
Well, we'll get her some peach cobbler with some Bluebell vanilla ice cream.
Actually, that does work. As a former Texas girl, for 20 years I lived in Texas, so Bluebell works for me. But thank you again so much. We're blessed to have you and inspired by you taking the time to be with us tonight. We know this is not going to be the last time we see you, and you are going to be in our businesses, in our offerings, and we are so thankful to have your leadership. Thank you, Brent.
Thank you, guys.
If you guys have joined, if tonight you were a guest, boy, you got on the right Zoom tonight. You got a vision cast to you by our very own CEO. And I just want to encourage you to get back with the person that invited you. Get back with them and say, how can I get started? And they will tell you how you can quickly get started easily. So thank you, everyone, for joining tonight. Please, in the chat, let Brent know how much his time meant. And we will see you next Tuesday evening. Good night, everyone, and have a safe week. And we will see you all soon. Good night.
Good night.